What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Scottsdale in the Southwest versus South Beach in Miami. So during winter, you could pretty much go to the Rocky Mountains, the ski resorts, South Beach, Miami, or the Southwest. Those are pretty much the main spots. But we're really going to be focusing on Miami Beach and South Beach versus Scottsdale. So South Beach is going to be awesome because you're going to have the ocean. You're going to have Miami's nightlife. You're going to have that South Beach, those beautiful waters, a really good time. Or you could go the opposite route and go to Old Town Scottsdale in the Southwest. Also a really good choice. Doesn't have the beach, but it has a really nice landscape, a lot of mountains, a lot of hiking, a lot more than people realize. So this is going to be really focusing on Scottsdale versus South Beach. So let's get into it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
What's up, guys? This is Chris with Servin' and Swervin'. I'm here to shoot a video on the difference between South Beach and Scottsdale, or just Miami and Phoenix. They're both very popular winter destinations. But first, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good.
Good. He saw me over here shooting my video, and he wanted to come and talk. He wants to make his own YouTube channel. Isn't that right? All right. So anyway, so that'll be my sound man today. All right, guys. So anybody who knows me knows that I travel around. I'm a server, bartender, and I just go to a different city or state like every 3 to 5 months. So I go to the best spots all over the country. And some of the times whenever I have my summer spots picked out, then I have my winter spots picked out. But if you're looking at a winter spot, chances are you're looking at South Florida, the Southwest, or the ski resorts. So I'm going to kind of compare and contrast South Beach with Scottsdale, or like I said, Miami and Phoenix. And I wanted to do this. I didn't want to look up too many facts because I didn't want to just like read off the computer, this is the 5th largest city versus that. I just wanted to give an in-depth personal view of what I thought about it. I lived the last winter in South Beach, Miami for December, January, February, and March. And this winter, I lived in Scottsdale, well, Tempe, but I've been working in Scottsdale for December, January, February, March, and it's April now. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I think about them. So if you're looking at them, maybe you're looking at a family vacation to either the Southwest or South Florida, or maybe you're thinking about moving and you don't know which one to move to. I'll kind of tell you. I wrote down a couple little things, little talking points. So pros and cons of Scottsdale versus South Beach. So Scottsdale and Phoenix, I feel like has a little bit more history. So it's going to have different museums, different like old history sites that you could look at. So that's really cool. Scottsdale and Phoenix is going to be the 5th largest city. So it's a lot bigger than South Beach and Miami. So the only cities bigger are New York City, LA, Chicago, Houston, and then it comes Phoenix. Scottsdale and Phoenix, there's no rain. South Beach and Miami, there's going to be a lot of rain, but that's also going to be a lot of good green. And Scottsdale, Phoenix is a dry heat, whereas South Florida is a humid heat, which is a very big difference. Whenever you hear people talk about it, that'll be one of the main things you hear whenever they compare South Beach or Miami to Phoenix or Scottsdale is dry heat versus humidity. And that's a real thing. So temperature-wise, between the two, if you're going during wintertime, honestly, Scottsdale and Phoenix gets a little bit cold in the morning and at night. Versus South Beach and Miami is going to feel good all winter. So so if you're planning on living, it's a different story. But if you just want somewhere that's going to be good weather, where you could go out at night, escape the cold, I'd say South Beach or Miami or South Florida might be better for January, February, just because sometimes in Scottsdale and Phoenix, later, bro. All right, man. I'll catch you later. Little man had to go. All right, so weather, humidity versus dry heat. So like I said, South Beach and Miami. So first off, it's just going to be nice. December, January, February, March. Great weather in South Beach, Miami. I think it's going to win hands down if you're looking at a vacation. But if you're looking like for me, for next winter, I'm going to live out of my van. I'm doing van living. So next winter, it'll be perfect for me to live out here in Scottsdale or Phoenix because in the day it's nice and hot. But at night it's kind of cold. So that'll be perfect for doing the van life. Which not a lot of people are going to do that. So most people are going to be upset when they get to Scottsdale or Phoenix. It's going to be a little bit chillier than they thought. You know, like you can still sit on the patio, but you might need a heater. Whereas South Beach, Miami is just going to be warm all winter. Day, night, whenever. It's hot, actually, even at night, you know. But that being said, South Beach, Miami gets hot as hell. Like I said, it was March, and I was already like about to tap out. Like it was just too humid, too hot. Whereas out here in Phoenix and Scottsdale, the heat really is. It's almost like a hot. Like South Beach, Miami is like a steam room, and this is like a hot yoga studio. Like this, it's hot, but it almost feels good. It's like a good heat. It's a dry heat. You know, it's a real thing. You'll understand if you live at both of them. Plus, Scottsdale and Phoenix, you could go to a lot of places. Don't get me wrong, South Beach and Miami, you know, if you're going on a vacation, you might want to just, all right, first off, I'm going to just take a time out and I'm going to just say, vacation, I'd say South Beach or Miami. Living, I'd say Phoenix or Scottsdale. Just because if you're going on vacation, if you go to South Beach, you don't need a car at all. You could walk everywhere. Versus Scottsdale, you might need, or Phoenix, you might need a car. You're going to have to drive. Although Scottsdale, Phoenix does have good traffic, there's something about South Beach. Whenever I lived out there last winter, I drive my car once a week. And you don't realize what that does to you until, you know, until you're not driving. Like I said, South Beach, just, I'd walk to the gym. I'd walk to my job. I'd walk to the grocery store. I'd walk everywhere. And then, you know, like, and I just loved it. You know, such a good lifestyle, which you don't realize until you're done driving everywhere. You know, Scottsdale, you're going to have a car, you know. And that's a big deal. Then we'll talk about a little bit about people. Scottsdale and Phoenix versus South Beach and Miami. So Scottsdale is going to have your, like, wealthy, it's going to be like Gucci, Prada, fake lips, a lot of like MILFs. You know, I hate to say that, I am a Christian, you know, but hey, you know, like the older, like cougars, you know, a lot of them, and Tempe's going to be a college town. So a lot of like college people, mainly white, but a lot of Spanish, a lot of Native Americans too, you know, black people as well. Whereas South Beach, Miami is going to be a lot more Spanish first. It's going to be a gay population in South Beach, which is a healthy population. I'm big in, I'm just saying, you know, just being real. I'm big into fitness. So like I do a lot of hot yoga, I do a lot of exercise. So whenever I'm in South Beach, everyone out there is in really good shape. Well, same thing with Scottsdale. Everyone out here, you know, I'm from the Midwest where a lot of people, you know, sometimes people aren't in shape. But out here in Scottsdale and Phoenix, a lot of people are active and in shape too. But South Beach, Miami, there's something in the water. They all have butts. I mean, it's a fact. I'm not trying to say anything. But I'd still choose the women over Scottsdale and Phoenix. Over, like, I think the South Beach is just a little bit more of the plastic lifestyle, you know, like kind of uppity, stuck up. Whereas Scottsdale, Phoenix is going to have a lot of the same thing, Gucci, Prada, stuff like that. But a lot of those are people who came here like from California to escape that. So it's like they have money, but they're really, really down to earth and cool. And then you're going to have the college lifestyle from Tempe that's going to kind of take over. So I'd say that, you know, both awesome people. Scottsdale, so like I was saying, things to do versus venture off points, because a lot of the times I go to these spots for 3 to 5 months. I want to be able to see as much. That's why I choose the Southwest. That's why I choose the Northeast, the Rockies, because I want to branch off from that point, go out. So Miami or South Beach, you're going to have the beach. And then you're going to be on that whole peninsula. It takes like 8 hours to get from the bottom to the top. So yeah, you could go down to the Keys, which is awesome. You could go to the Caribbean. But I mean, to be honest, you're mainly going to stay probably right there in South Beach and Miami. So you're just going to have that one thing, which is just the beaches, which is good if you're on vacation. But to live, you know, in Scottsdale, Phoenix, you could drive 2 hours and be in Flagstaff, Sedona. You could drive 4 hours and be in, you know, or 5 hours, be in San Diego by beach. You could go down to Mexico. You could go to the Grand Canyon. You could go to all these hikes. You go to all these different forests. You know, the climate and everything's different here. Miami is going to be just a lot of, you know, flat, hot, humid, rain, but a lot of green, which is really cool though. Like, I love how lush and green it is. It's like tropical. It really, and that's the cool thing about these different spots. And I'm not hating on South Beach, Miami. I loved it. Especially if you're on vacation, like I said, on vacation, I'd say South Beach over Phoenix, Scottsdale. But to live in Phoenix, if you're going to buy somewhere, you want to switch it up. That South Beach, Miami, you're going to get sick of that after, I mean, you might not, you know, you're going to get sick of that after a year though, probably, you know. And Phoenix, Scottsdale, you could still go in the wintertime. You could go snowboard 2 hours away, then go home in the warm, you know, in the warmth. You know, it's like the options of Arizona are just awesome, especially Phoenix. It's right there in the middle of the state. So you can literally branch out anywhere, and it's so cool. So many places to check out, you know. And everybody wants to check out California or visit California, especially Southern California, but it's expensive. But if you get a spot in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tempe, you could just drive that little distance. I mean, you know, 4 or 5 hours, but I mean, hey, I do long drives. So to me, that's nothing. You know, that's leaving at breakfast, being there for lunch. You know, so that's a little bit of comparing and contrasting for Scottsdale, Phoenix, and South Beach, Miami. I know it was a slight ramble on, so I'm sorry if I didn't help too much. But that's just some things, because I lived there last winter in South Beach. This winter I'm living here in Tempe, but working in Scottsdale. Both great spots. Like I said, Old Town Scottsdale is kind of the place to be. In South Beach, it's going to be like Ocean Drive. Homeless people, a lot of homeless people here in Tempe, Scottsdale. Well, not as much Scottsdale, but Tempe, Phoenix, Mesa, a lot of homeless people. South Beach and Miami, a decent amount, but not as much, I don't think. I think just like the Southwest and like from California, it's like a lot of houseless. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but houseless people. Yeah, and like I said, different cultures. You know, Scottsdale, Phoenix, you know, it's going to be a lot more American, Western style. South Beach in Miami is going to be Spanish speaking, which is going to be cool because I like different cultures. You're going to be a lot of Cubans, a lot of Venezuelans, a lot of Colombians, you know, a lot of different people from South America, which is awesome. You know, I always say in South Beach, you could walk down the street and hear 5 different languages. You know, here you might hear Spanish, but, you know. Like I said, so that's kind of a little bit of compare and contrast. Also, Phoenix, Scottsdale is going to have a lot less money. You know, you're not going to have as much money to survive out here. You're not going to need as much. So either way, both are going to be really good options. So if you're planning a trip, Scottsdale, Phoenix might be a little bit cold in the winter for you. If you're planning a trip to South Beach, Miami, it's going to be great. You don't have to get a car. You don't have to get a vehicle. You can just walk around. The weather's going to be perfect. Go out there, enjoy the beach for those 3 or 4 days you're there. Maybe drive down to the Keys. It's going to be great. Otherwise, if you're staying for an extended period of time, I just think the pros outweigh the cons of Scottsdale, Phoenix. And I honestly think and I haven't been here to a summer either, and I don't plan on it. I do not. But if I had to choose a summer, dry heat versus the humid heat, there's no comparison. I'd choose the dry heat each time. So I'd imagine during summertime, Scottsdale, Phoenix over South Beach, Miami, even though they're both going to be brutal. But the thing about Scottsdale and Phoenix, you could drive 2 hours north and be in Sedona, whereas South Beach, Miami, during the summers, there's no escape. Either way, guys, get that vitamin D, get that sun. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I just kind of travel all over the country, going to different spots. So after here, I'm going to go to Destin, Florida for a month. Then I'll be in Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts for a couple months. And then next winter, I don't know. Maybe go back to South Florida. Maybe, no, I'm coming back here. All right, guys, thanks. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll see you next time.